can see it. Okay, fine. Okay, so what we're doing today is a beatitude connection chart. So this is a pretty short task. So remember what I said, if you finish early and you want to go back and complete your day one, you can. It's kind of fluid like that. Okay, so what we're going to do today is we're going to look at the Beatitudes, which are the teachings of Jesus in the Sermon on the Mount. You don't need to actually know them, but if you would like to click this link, it opens up to the actual passage itself. But the point is that when Jesus taught us these Beatitudes, he said, if you live these, you will live a happy Christian life. And they fulfill God's promise made to Abraham and his descendants that say, life is sometimes suffering, but if you follow these Beatitudes, you will be rewarded in the end. So that's the kind of concept that we're starting with. So what you're going to do is I've given you 3 Beatitudes, right? Blessed are the poor in spirit, blessed are those who mourn, and blessed are those who hunger for righteousness, okay? What I've done then is given you what it means to be poor in spirit. So I've given you 2 look-fors: humility, loss of hope. I've given you 3 look-fors in mourn: sensitivity to personal weakness, concern for others, desire to be forgiven, and or forgive someone else who's hurt them. And the final one is hunger for righteousness, desire to grow, self-control, and self-denial. What you have to do, folks, is you have to choose a character from the film. It doesn't matter if you want to go Chris or Christ Gardner for all of them. Knock yourself out. If you want to pull in some different characters, I've just put the IMDb link here just in case you forget who everyone was. If you want to choose someone else, there's a list of all the casts and their character names here, okay? But this is the point. If you want to do Chris the whole time, go ahead. So if you're saying poor in spirit shows somebody being humble, like showing humility and a loss of hope, you have to identify 2 different scenes in the film, one for humility, one for loss of hope. And you do that here. You have to find an example of somebody mourning in terms of being sensitive to personal weakness, showing concern for others, desire to be forgiven and or to forgive, okay? Lastly, you can use Chris again or a different character who wants to grow, who has self-control, who's willing to do self-denial. The only caveat or the only aspect here is you cannot repeat any scenes. No scenes repeated, okay? So you can use the same character, but whatever scenes you use here for humility and loss of hope, you have to have different scenes here and different scenes here. So 8 different references to the movie in total. Are there any questions about that before I explain the final part?
Would you like us to put quotes from the movie?
You don't have to, Sandra. I have seen this movie 7 times, so I know it pretty well. You can just paraphrase scenes or moments. And remember, guys, you've got the link still and the login information, so you can go back if it helps you to put in things. I'm not marking for quotes. I'm just looking for an example of the kingdom value, okay? But if you have a great quote that you want to throw in there, go ahead. Don't waste your time. If you're only getting 2 marks, like see here, you're only getting a mark for humility or loss of hope. There's no point going, you know what? I'm going to put 10 things. I'm only reading the first 2. Okay. We're in CPT mode. We got to go. Now, once you're done that part, the final part for 2 marks, which means you're going to say 2 things, is the Catechism of the Catholic Church says the Beatitudes are the paradoxical promise that sustain hope in the midst of tribulation. Tribulation is just hardship, challenges, stress, right? How does this film show the concept of a reward for suffering in relation to Chris Gardner? 2 marks, okay? So that's today's task. It's a pretty short one. I'm just gonna, are there any questions before I tell you something else? Any questions?
Sorry, yeah, I have another question.
It's only 1 question a day. I'm joking.
For the last question, do you want us to put 2 scenes or just 1? So what's the 2 marks?
2 different references to, this is the question. Maybe I'll put it in a different color. This is the actual question. So I'm gonna put it in blue. How does the film show the concept of a reward for suffering? So you need to show 2 different rewards anywhere in the film that have happened to Chris Gardner.
Okay, sounds good. Thank you.
Yeah, you're welcome. You're welcome. Any other questions about today's task? Okay, so just to remind you, I'll just go back to CPT time. I'm just going to show you one more time, guys, our schedule. Whoops. So yesterday we did Christ figure connections. Today we're doing the beatitude chart. If you finish the chart and you need to work more on your day one task, go ahead. Tomorrow we're doing our Venn diagram, which is a short day. It goes quite quickly. So again, if you finish this, you're welcome to go back and finalize and complete these, okay? So the week goes pretty fast. Oh, Patrick, I have a good Polish joke for you. Are you still there? He's gone. I was going to tell him about the Polish day and how someone thought it was Polish day. Anyways, he doesn't care. Okay, so that's our task for today. If you finish, go back and finalize tomorrow. Tomorrow we'll meet for the Venn diagram. And that's kind of where we're going. Oh, you guys are synchronous again tomorrow. Okay, so that's it, folks. Good luck. I'm here on Teams if you need me. And please keep up. Please don't be that kid. There's always one lunatic who waits until Friday. There are no extensions on the CPT, okay? Marks are due next week, so there's no time. I need to mark them this weekend. That's why I've sent you your term mark so you know what it is. So if you have a goal that you're going for, you've got your CPT to do it, okay? All right, peace out, guys. Good luck.
Bye, Miss.
Bye.
Bye, Miss.
Bye, everyone.